resistance. She is tool. She is ash. We that fail.
Hi guys, Arfi here. Today I want to show you my Acolyte of Chayula build. So this build revolves around Ravenous Darts and Consuming Question. People have been saying that Consuming Question especially is bugged or it doesn't work. But actually it is working as intended. The way it works is just if you only spent 1 mana, then you can only leech 1 mana and therefore you can only recover 1 energy shield. So there are multiple ways to overcome this. One of which being Adsiri Acuity, and the other one is Idle Hand. So you never count as full mana. But in this build, what I use is basically I just anoint Voracious here in my amulet. So to overcome this is basically you need Leech is instant. So this is only 20% with Adsiri Acuity. You can get 100% with critical hits, which is pretty good, but I need the glove stats. I need the attack speed and flat damage here, and also physical attack damage as mana. So I cannot use Adsiri Acuity in this build, so therefore I anoint Voracious, and it is surprisingly enough even if I have Mind Over Matter here. So basically I can show you here, like what I do is basically just get the shock here and then like here, and I need to make sure this is on, and you can see this build, its clearing is pretty good and the speed is pretty fast. You actually reach like this isn't right. Oh, you want this off? Oh, that was without that was even with two-handed. I have dance with that, so usually when I map I don't use the threaded light. So this is the speed in mapping. So it's, as you can see, it's pretty fast. It can reach 5 in some cases when you're hit, but usually it gets only 4.2 with hasted aura and charge infusion and whatnot. So yeah, but 4 attack per second is already pretty decent, I would say. And as you can see here, we always have full energy shield, even if I have like, even if I get damage there, you can see it instantly recharges or recovered. Let me check again. Nah, yeah, right. This should be like 5.5 when our companion, which has haste aura, is around. So yeah, this is the speed. This is the maximum speed and mapping. So for the gear, there are many units that I use. So first, Tangle Tongue and Crown of Ice and Threaded Light combo, Rondel Fragility, and also Wake of Destruction for swapping for the start of the map. And also for the, we also require 2 unique jewels, which is From Nothing, which has passive in radius of bulwark. That ways we can get unwavering stance, which we cannot be stunned, and also again that's against the darkness, which grant us stun spirit, since we are required to have minimum 195 spirits. And for the rares, basically we just need to resistance cap and plus and some attribute, since the attribute is pretty tight here. And for the gloves, this is very important. You need a T1 attack speed and as much as flat damage as possible everywhere, basically. So and the main thing, the chest needs to have spirit also, since it scales with our damage. And then on bossing, just turn this all off and we put cast on critical and we put the threaded light so we have more damage, and basically we just go in and we put down our sigil of power. It helps a little bit with damage. Ideally here you want to have some sort of curse like despair or the cold one to improve our damage, but I cannot find the, and this build cannot get one-shotted. I mean, it will get one-shotted by the hand, so we have to look for that. Basically, that's the only thing that can kill us. Here, as you can see, the life is going down because of the angle tongue downside. So occasionally I just press our mana. And very important here, as you can see, I have the charm, which is freezing charm, and the slow charm. Those two charm is mandatory for this for slash, or else you get frozen and you die instantly. So for the skill gems, for Into the Breach, we have Magnetism, Mysticism, Vitality for the Tangle Down outside, Interlude, and Precision for more attack speed since we take Falcon Dive. And Whirling Slash for our mapping scenario and mobility. Basically Martial Tempo, Overextends, Innervate since we always kill shock enemy, Concentrated, and we had just easier mapping with some buffs usually. But you can definitely change this to maybe some excoriate or maybe some other damage support gem basically. And for our single target, this is most of our damage is Primal Strike. I use Ferroglass since we have cast on crit with Frostbomb and Frostfall. So for glass gives you probably like 30% maybe. I'm not quite sure how to calculate this exactly, since I don't know how much Frostfall actually creates ice crystal. But this is pretty good. And Primal Armament, Lightning Infusion, Close Combat, and Blindside. Yeah, basically just damage here. And the Whirling Land, it's for our increased AoE, which Reach, Magnifying Effect, and Expanse. It works the same as if you have like the 2 Whirlwind tech, but with this, if during mapping, if you have extra a frenzy charges or a frenzy charge, you can get an extra stage, which is just bigger. And yeah, basically that's it. And with Herald of Thunder, it's the usual cold stuff, just to proc the Ice Bite basically. And we have here Combat Frenzy to generate charges for mapping, and Charge Infusion also for mapping, and Quadrilla also for mapping. Basically, these 4 skill gems is just for mapping. And during bossing, we turn off this 4 skill gems and we turn on the 2 cast on crit. The first cast on crit, as I mentioned before, it's Frostbomb, Frostwall, Inevitable critical. It's spell cascade and strip away. Spell cascade just to increase more ice crystal, I think, and strip away for the increase effect of frost bomb. And the cast on crit is the second one is comet, metal focus, execute, pinpoint critical, and cold mastery. Basically, this is the comet damage. So here I don't really scale that comet that much. It's probably only like 20% of our DPS, probably maybe even less. But yeah, right now I have like 5,000, but with threaded light I have like 10k. It procs like 3 times maybe during per second, or maybe 5. Probably 3, since we only have 3 DPS per second. It's basically just per crit, right? So 3 times, that is just like 30k, and it's not a lot. It really is not. But the main thing is we keep our mana not full, so we can leech more energy shield. That's basically it. Yeah, that's all. And now the skill tree. So for the skill tree, since we have the monk start, of course we take the skill speed and the critical damage here, and we take the spell blade nodes and attack speed here also, and basically just simple stuff like crit and energy shield, and we travel all the way to mind over matter, and then just take the 2-point jewel socket. And we also take this crit chance node and we put against the darkness here. Since I have a megalo that gives me one with the storm, just basically 10 spirit. With this, we can cap our spirit, but if you don't have this megalo, you can always just like put 15 spirit here. It will deal less damage, of course. And yeah, for the first weapon set, it's all just about attack speed. So we take attack speed here, attack speed here, attack speed here, attack speed here. And for the second one, however, it's only for increasing shock magnitude. So we can have around 60 shock magnitude with this setup, and with only one jewel that gives increased magnitude shock, it's probably maybe 59 or 7 without it. But yeah, basically this here, there's here also shock magnitude, and here also shock magnitude, and also here shock magnitude. So yeah, oh yeah, almost forgot, since we have the bulwark from nothing bulwark here, we can get the unwavering stance and push the advantage, which just increase critical damage bonus. Yeah, and also for the jewels, we just want attack speed and basically any other damage mods, probably, since we cannot roll energy shield and emerald, so we just want more damage. So attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, and here is the similar stuff: attack speed, attack speed, attack speed, and yeah. Or you can also take something like this, increase spell damage, crit and crit damage. But yeah, we really need the extra attack speed. It just feels nicer. So the breakpoint, I would say, is like when you have 4.2 with nothing. It's pretty good. You can get up to 5 with the setup. with this high attack per second, but I used to had like 4.2 with quadrilla, and it was also good. So it was also quite decent. So I would say the breakpoint is more or less for attacks per second. That's the big, yeah, that's where you feel very fast compared to walking, and not compared to Amazon Whirlwind Slash. So yeah, that's about it, guys. I still have some ideas with the Chayula Monk. I wanna scale the Comet more, since I wanna try Whirling Slash type, and it works, but it just requires a lot of attack speed with a lot of downside. So we have to rest cap, and while we also still need to get the flat attack damage, right? So it just starts hungry, and I think without the Rondel, we really cannot use this Whirling Slash. So I'll probably swap to something like Stormlands, maybe to proc the cast on crit. And yeah, and that's all. So all in all, Mana Lich definitely works fine in with the chunk, but however the Whirling Slash, it takes a lot of stats, it requires a lot of stats, so it really is not efficient. And yeah, hopefully the next version of this, I will ditch the Whirling Slash, and it can deals a lot more damage with the comets, of course. So thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please leave a like and subscribe. Thank you guys.